I
Hello.
hear I've been promoted to speaker.
Hello. We will allow you to speak now. And
Allowed
also I'm
to.
going to bring you down
Well,
to.
I guess that all works. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing today? I guess I can't hear you from the internet, but there is a chat room in which you can respond back if you want.
Awesome. Ben Parr, I have seen you speak on stage. I love your look squirrel jokes from the presentation I saw. Um, the author of Captivology, which is on my shelf. I've actually bought it a couple of times and given it away. I love that book and the art of capturing people's attention. Today, Ben is speaking on messenger marketing. Ben, I'm just going to let you take it away. You've got it.
Sounds good. I'm going to share my screen, and this is going to be pretty rapid fire, y'all. There's a lot to cover, but we have a whole bunch, like these slides. I'm going to even just show you. So let me go and share and do all the fun things. Can we all see? I hope we can. If you
Looks
can't,
good.
you tell me. So, hey, everybody, I'm Ben. I'm the president and co-founder of Octaneai, and I'll give you some more background. And I'm going to be talking specifically on Facebook Messenger marketing and conversational ads. This is probably a topic that you've either investigated or heard about, and you're hearing a lot more about, and I'm here to demystify as much of that as I can. So getting kind of started, there's going to be like three main points to my presentation today. One is, why is Facebook Messenger such a big opportunity? The second is, how do you actually achieve that hyper growth with messenger marketing? And three is this new thing called conversational ads, which we're releasing. And we're talking about and like Facebook's talking about, and how do you drive a high ROAS and high return on ad spend with conversational ads? So a little bit about me. For those who don't know me, I'm Ben. I'm the guy who wears the funny white hat. I am the president and co-founder of Octaneai. My original claim to fame is that I was the co-editor and editor-at-large of Mashable, the technology news website, which I ran the West Coast for 4 years, opened the West Coast office, ran a team of wrote 2,446 articles before eventually leaving. I wrote this best-selling book called Captivology, The Science of Capturing People's Attention, on the science and psychology of attention and why we pay attention to certain people and products. You can get down on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and anywhere where books are sold. And then in 2016, I co-founded Octaneai with my co-founders Matt Schlicht and Leif K. Brooks. And so to kind of give you an insight into Octaneai and thus the insight into Messenger, just to kind of give you that. So what Octaneai does is we power messenger marketing automation for Shopify merchants and just merchants in general. And so, like, if you want the simpler way in which to think about us, we are often called by our customers the Klaviyo Facebook Messenger. Now, to give you kind of context there, over the last couple of years, email has been the primary way in which customers have connected with their customers. Email click-through rates have dropped by 45% in the last 5 years. And while email is going to always be a primary channel, the number one use of time on a smartphone is messaging, not email. And so just as it's critically important for you to connect with your customers over email, and it would just be leaving money on the table if you weren't doing that, it's now the same if you're not doing it over messaging, and especially Facebook Messenger, because 1.3 billion people use Messenger. Actually, that number is even bigger now. I don't have any clue how big that number has gotten. And so with Messenger, we built this platform to be like the Klaviyo Facebook Messenger, to allow you to send messages across that customer journey, from not just like abandoned carts, which maybe a lot of you have seen, but order confirmation, shipping confirmation, win back, welcome series, the entire flow. But also when you're doing and sending out these messages, people are messaging back. And so if you're not able to answer those questions and help them with the support side, it doesn't make for a great experience. So for us and in customer support, and what I will be recommending to all of you, is to be automating the answers to a lot of common questions, like where is my order? And when it doesn't have the answer, connecting it to a customer support platform, especially when, like, we integrate, for example, with Reamaze and with Gorgeous as two examples, where you can pass off a question that the bot can't answer to a human, to a ticketing system. And kind of the result is we've been in the Shopify ecosystem for only a year really now, but we have over 1,000 brands using Octaneai, from Fortune 500s like L'Oreal and GoPro, to like fast growing Shopify Plus brands like Cover FX, and even the world's top music artists like Maroon 5. So I hope that kind of gave you a super quick kind of thing, a quick overview of everything. I want to note here, by the way, if you want to get these slides, I know there's a lot of slides. That's kind of my style. You can get them all at join.octaneai.com/slides, and we'll have them there. I know Derek will be sharing them all out, and we'll have the video and everything else. So we've talked a little bit about the opportunity with Messenger. There's 1.3 billion people, but we also have another thing that Messenger is really good at that email is not particularly good at, which is the interactivity. And so one key thing that Messenger does that email doesn't is that interactive back and forth. You can learn more about your customers, and you can have a back and forth to answer questions or to recommend products, as an example. It's just something that you can't do with email, because email and newsletters are primarily a one-way kind of information street for most people. The result of this all is that with Messenger, the click-through rates and the opt-in rates and the open rates are really high, and they want to connect with their favorite top brands, and they're interactive, which means you can learn more and you can really personalize the experience so that it's just a better experience. So instead of people feeling like they're getting spammed by a whole bunch of different people, or like getting spammed by your brand, they are actually getting the ability to have a personalized conversation with your brand. Kind of one way to think about this is if you had the ability to bring that concierge from in the store, that personal concierge, that shopping concierge, and bring it online, that's what Messenger and messaging can do. That's what Octaneai does. So Facebook Messenger, huge for marketing and sales. You can automatically message customers across that customer journey and send really targeted campaigns over Messenger and make it really personalized, and do the opposite of spam, really personalize and make it a one-on-one conversation. And this is a quote from just one of our customers, our Forbes 30 under 30, Taylor Offer, and talk about like how Messenger has become even more valuable of a list for him than even his email list. And we're seeing this happen like more and more. Again, email is going to always be a key part, and you should always be doing email and Messenger marketing. And in fact, I'll be talking about ways to connect the two. As an example, we integrate with Klaviyo. Congratulations, Klaviyo, by the way, if you're listening. But you're able to do and send these very valuable messages. And if you do it right, it can represent 5, 10, over 20% of your company's revenue. And we see this across the board in our internal stats. All right, enough introductions. Let's get into what you actually want to know, tactics. How do you achieve hypergrowth with Facebook Messenger? All right, hold on to your butts, everybody, because I'm about to go through like 50, 60 different things all at once. So prepare yourself. So this is the Messenger conversion funnel. This is something that we give to our customers to show like, it's the conversion funnel that you're probably very familiar with, right? Starting about like awareness of brand all the way to loyal customer. And the thing I think people don't know about Messenger is that you can actually do the entire conversion funnel using Messenger tools like conversational ads to bring awareness, to like follow-ups and like offering like discounts and like integrating them into your rewards program, all using Messenger. And this is something that I'll be talking about. So I'm going to give 5 key tips for how to create hyper growth. And again, if I go too fast, sorry about that. You can go and download all the slides, and I will give some contact information at the end, ben@octaneai.com. All right, number 1, connect with customers on Facebook Messenger. So number 1, when you start out with Messenger, you need to get people to opt in for messages. And just the same kind of thing, you got to get people opt in for email. You got to do the same kinds of things. And so, you know, there's a lot of different ways in which you can do this, and a bunch of ways that you may not even have heard of. Some that you're probably familiar with, opt-ins and pop-ups. And so you can have different pop-ups that offer discounts or integrate with your existing pop-up. Octaneai, for example, integrates with both Just Uno and Privy. So you can get email and Messenger opt-in at the same time. That can be a really powerful tool for a lot of people if you're trying to get opt-ins at the same time. Another one is the Facebook Messenger chat embed, getting people to opt in by, as an example of something we see work really well, is by having a conversation where you see if you can't recommend a product to somebody, be like, let me help you find a product. You can use something like Octaneai to create a conversation that asks a question or two and then recommends a product. And then even after they leave, you can send a follow-up message, because now you know which products they're looking for. And this is something you can do with Octaneai's flow feature, or just with flows in general, no matter which platform you're using. And then, of course, stuff at the add to cart checkbox and the add to cart stage. Now, some of you may have heard that the pre-check is going away. It's pretty much, I think, today. And so pre-check for these, like a pre-check checkbox is going away. It was really nice, but people abused it, unfortunately. But there's a whole suite of tools that you can have that work really well. Having the checkbox and offering a discount works well. And then having like a add to cart pop-up works really well. And so this pop-up happens after they click add to cart. They can ask for order updates and say no thanks. It only happens once, but we've seen really high opt-in rates when you have something like get order updates or even offer a discount in the pop-up after they click add to cart. Super easy way to get a lot of people to opt in. Order confirmation. So this is a place where people want to get messages at this stage. They want to know when their order is shipped and the receipts. You can add an order status update button to your order updates or to that stage, and people will really click that and really like that. And then, of course, you've got stuff outside of your website. Leverage your email list. I always recommend adding your messenger bot to your welcome series and add it to like your social links in the bottom. Add a messenger. Have it available as an option for people to go and click and share it out. And you can not just send out like, here, go try our bot, but say like, let our like concierge help find the right product for the holiday season for you. And people will click that. And every time they click it, they'll get opted in and you'll learn more information about them. You'll recommend products, you'll drive sales. It's a win for everyone. It should be in your welcome series 100%. Add the send the messenger button on your Facebook page. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. People click that all the time. And then we have a feature that I always recommend, which is called comment capture. What it does is it allows you to create a special type of Facebook post where anybody who comments on that post automatically receives a message from your Facebook page. And if they respond back, they become a follower. So as an example here, Apartment 2B, they did a giveaway. People commented. When they commented, they received this message. They responded back. They became a follower. Super powerful. And actually, I'm going to announce a new feature here. We just announced this called Global Facebook Comments. And you should absolutely turn this on. What it does is when you turn this on, anytime anyone comments on any of your Facebook posts from this point forward, they will receive a message from your bot, from your Facebook page. And if they respond back, they become a follower. You can apply it to ads. You can apply it to all sorts of things. A super powerful way to really build your list and send like a very kind welcome message or drive people into a conversion funnel. As an example, send them a message, they respond back, then drive them to a product recommendation conversation. Super powerful. You can learn more. I can share more. You can email us at like business@octaneai.com if you want to learn more. Number 2, automatically message customers at the right time on Facebook. So I'm going to go fast. There's a whole bunch of these flows. You should just turn them on. You should have them running. Cart abandonment, 1 out of 9 of these messages converts into a sale. You can even add reviews to these if you're using something like a Yotpo. We integrate with Yotpo. Email opt-ins. When you ask for an email address, you will actually get people, it'll actually populate the email address or the phone number automatically from the Facebook account. It's a cool feature, and you should ask for it all the way through in your messenger conversations. Order confirmation, pretty straightforward. Shipping confirmation, pretty straightforward. These add really high value, and you can even like add flows and updates to these where it will do more, like maybe drive people to make a repeat purchase or like drive them to another call to action. Referrals and rewards. And so as an example, Octaneai integrates with smile.io. And so you can actually send a message out 14 days or some amount of time after someone purchases, see if they like something. And if they do, you can actually reward them for sharing in Messenger. There's a whole bunch of different ways in which you could use referrals and rewards to incentivize people to share or to buy using Messenger. This is just one example. The possibilities are endless. And so with Messenger, I think people never realize just you can basically make any flow that you could make with a Klaviyo or a MailChimp or Retention Science or Pronto, whatever email platform you're doing. Winbacks, welcome series, post-purchase, questionnaire, photo submission contest. Honestly, the possibilities are endless. Like, think if you were trying to build any flow with a Klaviyo, you can do it with Messenger if you have the right tools. And please, if you want suggestions for more flows, come talk to me. Number 3, send targeted messenger campaigns for big moments. Send out a message for new products. So you have a discount, you have something like that. Do promotions. Our best customers do a promotion once or twice a month, and they really drive real sales with it. And it can be super simple, or you can start asking questions to recommend the right products to them. Also, make sure you send messages during the holidays and really target specific holiday campaigns. Not just Black Friday, but we've seen success with President's Day, with St. Patrick's Day. You can offer a discount, you can offer a sneak peek. Like, always make sure you're sending messages to your audience. These are literally, think about it. This is tens of thousands of people potentially who are like, their phone, like you're sending a message. It's a push notification. It's vibrating their phone. It's shaking their phone. They're going to read it. Make sure to use this and use it wisely. Don't send 100 messages in 2 days. Send a targeted message or 2 every month. Product recommendation conversations. Can go super deep. You can do so many crazy things where you can ask a couple key questions and recommend products. Another cool thing, and this is something you can do with Messenger, is when someone picks a specific answer, you can actually retarget messages based on that answer. And so this is something in our Flows product where you can send a message to people who say they like floral products and send a recommendation afterwards, or send something else afterwards, or at least they have that information and sync it with your Klaviyo account. The possibilities, again, are endless. Community engagement. Get people to sign up for your VIP programs, for your loyalty programs. Put it in your welcome series in your Messenger welcome series to sign up for your Instagram and for your other social accounts. Use your audience on Messenger. Build it and then use it. Number 4, I know I'm going rapid. We're getting through it. Automatically answer customer support questions. So Messenger shouldn't, a bot should not fully replace your customer support team, because your customer support team can only, as the one has to answer those complex questions that happen. But save them time and save them money and focus on scale by answering the common questions about returns and exchanges, questions that are the same answer every single time. And you can actually train a bot to answer these questions, and not just the specific question, but not just a keyword, but understand the context around it using artificial intelligence. And so as an example, you can see right here, you can either have them type in answers, or you can create automated FAQs. And so you can see here, you can have different options. I want to talk about my order or ask about a product. And then you can have those answers ready and preloaded. And if they type something like talk about my order instead of clicking the button, it can also offer them that option. This is super powerful. This saves a lot of time. This saves a lot of money. Connect your bot to your customer support platform, and you have a complete solution for answering customer questions and making them really happy. And make sure you just train your bot on the common questions. This is from the back end of Octaneai. You can see the questions people are asking. You can train the bot on how to answer it in multiple variations. Just look in your back end and see what are the questions people are asking and write out answers to those questions. You gain so many insights by looking at what people are messaging you and giving them the ability to do that. It's super powerful. Number 5, integrate your other Shopify apps into your Facebook Messenger strategy. So, big thing, connect it to everything. Connect your Messenger to everything. This is something for sure, honestly, that Octaneai AI is known for. We integrate with everything. And so integrate with your email, integrate Messenger with your reviews, with your rewards, your loyalty, your opt-ins, because you don't want to have that data siloed. You want to have it, you want to be able to use it in other places. I'll give you a couple examples. With a Klaviyo integration, you can actually trigger emails based on actions taken in Facebook Messenger. With Privy and Justuno, you can get opt-ins for email and Messenger simultaneously. With Yext, you can actually, if you have store locations, recommend a nearby store location. With Yapo, you can actually add reviews to your abandoned cart messages to increase the conversion rate. There's actually Reamazes not on here yet. They should be, but you can connect your Facebook Messenger campaigns and accounts to these other apps. And if you have them, you should do it. And you should always have these different apps interconnected so that the data is not siloed. If you're collecting emails in Messenger, they should be synced with your ESP. If you're gaining more customers in one platform, bring them into Messenger. Use your Messenger and connect it with everything that you use. Now, I covered a lot there, I know. If you want to hear more, you want to see more, we actually have a 39-page playbook. Some of you have already downloaded it. but you can get it at our Octaneai Masterclass. You see the link there, and get the 39-page playbook and see examples of these flows that I'm talking about and ways to set it up and ways to get templates for it. All right, I covered a bunch. I want to make sure I get there before the 30 minutes and give a few minutes for your questions. I just want to talk about conversational ads because this is so brand new. And so conversational ads are the way in which to connect with customers over messaging using ads. So basically, traditional ads, people click on them and then they go to a web page and then you hope they convert. There's two main flaws with those. One, you can't learn more information about the customer once they enter the ad. And two, more important, one, if they leave, you can't follow up with them and you can't send them messages. And that's what conversational ads fixes. And so there's two main components to conversational ads you should know. One is click to messenger Facebook ads. A click to messenger ad is like a normal ad, except instead of going directly to the website, it drops them into Messenger. Anyone who clicks a messenger ad is opted in for Facebook messages. So you should always run messenger ads. It's an easy way to build a huge messenger list. But once they're in there, offer them a discount or ask for their email address or recommend a product, and you can actually drive real ROI. And so we've seen this with some of our customers. One of our customers, Beekeepers Naturals, got a 6x ROAS by offering a discount. Another one of our customers got over 15x ROAS by using it to recommend specific products. They would ask like what sports team you are a fan of, and then recommend a right product. And that had a really high click-through rate and conversion rate because people would buy because it was a super personalized recommended product. And when people wouldn't buy, they would get follow-up messages. I'll show you as an example. If they get the checkout and they do buy, they get the order confirmation and all that. If they don't buy, they get the abandoned cart messages. If they go to the web page and they abandon, they get the browser abandoned messages. You can even add conversational abandonment. If they're in the middle of a conversation in Octaneai, you can send them a follow-up message being like, did you want to finish this conversation, find the right product for you? These messages get high opt-ins, high opens, are really powerful ways to bring people back to the site. Here's a couple of the use cases for click to messenger ads. Use it to get leads and get contact information, emails, and phone numbers. Use it to drive a coupon. People really buy with that. Product finders, I recommend every store turn on. Recommend a key product. Put it into your bot on the website. Put it into your ads. Use it everywhere. It will drive you sales. And finally, recommend a specific product using Facebook Messenger. So a couple of key ways in which to use click to messenger ads to drive sales. The second ad type I want to talk about is sponsored messages. This is also very new. You could target based on Facebook custom audiences. So what this basically means is, so for those who know some about Facebook's rules, there's these rules around you can't send messages outside the 24+1 window, which basically they're trying to prevent spam and say that you can't send promotional messages too often. But sponsored messages is this new ad type that very few people know about that allows you to send promotional messages outside that 24-hour window. And we support it at Octaneai. You can use it to send messages to people, promotional messages at any time. But more important than that, you can send sponsored messages to any custom audience you've ever built. You can super hyper target the messages that you're sending based on the slicing and dicing, individual products, browser abandonment. Literally any way you've ever cut up a custom audience, you can send a message series to. It'll constantly send messages to new people who fulfill the conditions of the custom audience. One example of this you could use it for is browse abandonment. And so you can have people who add to the cart, they leave, and you can have a sponsored message for a specific product and have the call to action to go straight to checkout. Super high converting. I recommend everyone run these sponsored messages. There's a whole ton of others. I, of course, don't have time to go through every single one of these. If you want to talk more about them, you want to learn more, we're about to come out with a Conversational Ads Playbook. You can go here and get the playbook. It's also really amazing, and it goes through case studies, and it goes through key use cases. It'll visually show you what you should do with conversational ads. So I want to let you see that there. It'll also be available for anyone who's in the Octaneai Masterclass, and we'll be sending that out really soon. So with that, I want to welcome you to the world of e-commerce on Messenger. I know I covered a ton in a short amount of time, which is why I want to spend the rest of the time answering a lot of your questions. I think you may see now that there's a lot of possibilities that you didn't know about with Facebook Messenger and the ability to market to customers. This can represent 10, 20, 30% increases in your revenue. We've seen this over and over again. You just have to turn it on. Even just turning it on and turning on the key flows is already a major win. But diving deeper into things like conversational ads and product recommendations can make your brand really stand out and drive really crazy ROI for your business. So, of course, if you want to use Octaneai, you can go to the Shopify App Store, just search Octaneai and get it set up. It'll set it up for you in 5 minutes. There's a 30-day trial. You could just try everything. Our team will reach out to you, help you get set up, everything. And if you need help, support is amazing. You can click the button on the bottom right, and there's a support team there to help you on our website and in the product. We really pride ourselves on providing really great support almost globally. We have people everywhere from Jordan to Los Angeles and further. And then, of course, I think for a lot of merchants out there, you're working with agencies. Like if you want to have that deeper dive and you're like, I really want to build these deep conversations and really measure ROI in a very deep way, work with an agency, work with one of the Shopify agencies or one of the other e-commerce agencies. This is just a small sampling of the agencies that have partnered with Octaneai and build bots and work with each group really closely. But there's actually now close to 100 agencies in the Octaneai's partner program and others that do amazing work in the world of Messenger bots. If you're trying to level up, partner with one of these agencies. All right. And finally, I do just have to point this one out. This is Octi. Say hi to Octi. He's our cute little robot mascot. I don't know if do you have one yet, Derek?
No, I need an Octi big time. Send me an Octi.
Yeah, we're going to have to get you a partner Octi. So this is the partner Octi. This only happens, there's only two ways to get one. One is by being a customer of Octaneai and making over $1,000 using our software. We send you one of these. Or two, being a partner of Octaneai. And by being a partner, an agency partner or a tech partner, then you can get an Octi as well. These are rare and you cannot get them otherwise. And so I think, Derek, we can consider you a partner and we will get you one of these, but you must treat it with respect and you must do selfies. This is actually a rule. When you get an Octi, you have to do a selfie and post it because Octis love selfies.
Love it. I will put it on the wall behind me. I am building a display for the wall, so it'll go up.
There's even one behind me. I thought I would do that one.
Yeah. Nice.
I think maybe answer questions. I'll just show you my email. You can get the slides at join.octaneai.com/slides and see everything. And of course, you want to get an Octi, you just email me.
I love it. I love that it's we had just had Savas talking about the engagement and the exclusivity of getting an Octi. It's like an honor, right? And it proves that that not only is Octane working well, but that the store is doing well as well, and they're engaging their customers. So I think that's awesome. Do we have any questions for Ben? We have an extra minute here if anybody wants to shoot a question down in chat.
Did I almost hit exactly 30 minutes? I was trying very hard to not go into the 40-minute territory because I know you were being a stickler on it.
Yeah, we actually have a couple of extra minutes, but this will be perfect to move into our next session and get more back on track with our timeline. The one thing I would say to everybody that heard the presentation is that it's not, in this case especially, it's certainly not just about turning on the tool, but it's about marketing. It's about choosing to use the channel and this method of communication, conversational marketing, and incorporating that into the entire marketing strategy, right? The tool enables conversational marketing, but if you're not going to commit to it, then it's not going to be successful.
Yep, just like you could turn it on, and you turn it on in 5 minutes, it'll be up and it will make you money, but you want to make the real money, you invest something into it. And so there's kind of those two levels. Don't be afraid to get started. It's like leaving money on the table if you don't get started with it, in the same kind of way where if you weren't emailing customers or posting on social media or Instagram, you'd be leaving money on the table as well. Don't leave money on the table is the lesson.
Absolutely. Okay, Ben, we're going to move into the next presentation. Always a pleasure. I really enjoyed the talk. Thank you so much for coming out to the event. I'm looking forward to doing more events with you in the future.
Thank you all. See you all online.
Yes, and we'll definitely make sure that we've got your email, and we've got a whole bunch of links here in the chat. I'm going to bring in our next quick win presentation, and I think everybody here might be getting a feeling like if we look at the tools that have been presented, they all kind of integrate with each other, and they all, by being integrated, all these Shopify apps, they're providing substantially more value than anything you could get on your own. This is why I personally love the Shopify app ecosystem, and I think it's so powerful that if you put the right tools in place, you've got just an amazing marketing machine.